attachment to imagination, thinking that will maybe make me happy. This is lack of clarity. And that can only be challenged by seeing, never by doing anything. And seeing is the only thing you cannot do, because it is your own ground, it is what you are. You cannot decide to see. You cannot decide to be free of this or that. It's ridiculous. You cannot decide to have no more fear. You cannot decide not to be jealous. You cannot decide anything. Whatever you decide, you're going to do the opposite the next day. You decide you should not do that, you're going to eat it. You decide I should not do that, you're going to do it. The decision is common, total, global lack of clarity. But you can see. Sometimes you see, you meet a man, you meet a dog, you meet a car, and then you see you creating a story. Maybe this man will make me happy, maybe this car will make me happy. Maybe this goal will make me happy, maybe this teaching will make me happy, this practice will make me happy, this travel will make me happy. No, he will not, he cannot. Because happiness is in you, it will never come from outside. If you see it come from outside, then you'll think at some point it has gone, because the outside come and go. If you realize it's what you're looking for every time you go to sleep in the evening, that the best moment of your life is when you go to deep sleep. You forget your boyfriend, you forget your body, you forget your car, you forget your money, you forget your dog, you forget. You believe when you want in the evening to just be nothing. If you realize that the ultimate ecstasy of life, then there's nothing else you want from that, and then you get it free every day. So why looking somewhere else? It's just a question of perspective. Looking for attachment is trying to remove attachment is a kind of fantasy. It's a sweet one, but it's a fantasy. The ego likes to challenge himself. When I was young and even more stupid than I am now, when I would go to see a movie, I would go to see a violent police movie, whatever. And 5 minutes before the hand, I would see myself, expecting. Then I would go out, because I was seeing myself, I was expecting another movie. And I was saying to myself, why am I expecting? Well, I have an emotion, I want to know the person will live, will die, will succeed. I don't need to know. My happiness is here, I don't care what's happening. So I will go out 10 minutes before the end of the movie, not to expect something. That's ridiculous. But we all do ridiculous things. You realize you can stay to the end of the movie, it's okay. But I was seeing the kind of interest, and I was feeling, well, it's not serious to have an interest in the end of this movie. It's a movie anyway. But that child occupation to do that. When a yogi don't want to do something, it's the same thing. You just think if he sleeps with a woman, with a man, with a dog, he will challenge his purity. If he possesses something, he will challenge his freedom. Why? That it is imagination. What will get rid of is imagination, not the fact. Can he with a man, with a dog, with 10 women, with 10 dogs, with gold, what is the problem? There is no imagination. It doesn't exist. You read Beatus Pauperes?
Mostly.
Yes? So in this another text, you said if you get rid of everything, but you keep yourself, it's like you don't get rid of anything. And if you get rid of yourself, you can keep everything you have. Nothing is to be removed. Imagination is just thinking of oneself. So you can live with any amount of goals, of sexuality, of food, of attainment, of achievement, and be open and be free. And you can be like a sadhu in India and be obsessed with yourself, which is generally the case. So it has nothing to do with attachment. Is what it is. It's resonance. We're not separate from the surrounding. So when there is a pot on the table, you feel it. It conveys a certain resonance. When there is a trees, it's resonant. When there's another human being in the room, it conveys resonance. When there is a smell, when the humidity and the heat and all this is resonance. No, should be detached from that. That's what we are. We are not separate from the surrounding. In the deep sense, when Master Eckhart talks about detachment, it's something else. In the deep meaning, of course. But the general acceptation is meaningless.
I think I'm gonna adopt your exploration of going out before the movie ends. It's quite brilliant.
Really, it's not because I had to make an effort. So that means I was attached to the movie. So the blame was already there. It didn't solve the problem. It deprived me of the end of the movie. I can't deprive you of not sleeping with somebody, and not eating this, or not having a luxurious car, but did that change yourself? Did it free yourself of yourself? No. So it's just switch it.
So it's more like just saying that in that moment we are expecting some, for example, a concluding mark.
Yes. Just to see. There's nothing else than seeing. We have nothing in our hand. What we do will never affect what we are. So doing is always the wrong direction. So seeing is the only way, but seeing is the only thing you cannot do willingly. You cannot decide tonight to see your jealousy, or to see your fear, or to see your pretension. No, it's just on the moment. Because it is what we are, so it's not something we do. Seeing comes from light. There's nobody seeing, but there's seeing. That's why search has nothing to do. Because any doing, as we said yesterday, take you away from the facts.